What they actually are. Anabolic steroids are synthetic testosterone. When you inject or take oral steroids, you're flooding your body with artificial male hormones that bind to androgen receptors everywhere. Muscles, prostate, liver, heart, brain. Your body doesn't distinguish between natural testosterone and synthetic versions. SARMs, selective androgen receptor modulators, are designed to target muscle and bone tissue specifically while leaving your prostate, liver, and heart alone. The theory is you get the muscle-building effects without the organ damage, hair loss, and shrunken testicles. The reality is way darker than supplement companies admit. How steroids work. Testosterone binds to androgen receptors in your cells, triggering protein synthesis. Your body builds muscle faster than naturally possible, but testosterone hits everything. Muscles grow. Great. But simultaneously, your prostate enlarges, your heart muscle thickens, your liver processes toxic metabolites, your sebaceous glands overproduce oil causing acne, your hair follicles miniaturize, causing baldness, and your testicles shrink because your body detects excess testosterone and stops producing its own. Classic compounds. Testosterone, enanthate, 500 milligrams per week builds 20 to 30 pounds in 12 weeks. Dianabol, oral steroid, extremely liver toxic, fast gains. Trenbolone, most powerful, destroys cardiovascular health. Anavar, mild cutting steroid, still suppresses testosterone. Results are undeniable. Steroid users gain muscle 3 to 5 times faster than natural lifters. Studies show 600 milligrams testosterone per week builds more muscle in non-training individuals than natural lifters who train hard. How SARMs are supposed to work. SARMs were developed for muscle-wasting diseases and osteoporosis. The goal: activate androgen receptors in muscle and bone without affecting prostate, liver, or cardiovascular tissue. The mechanism is tissue-selective binding. Different tissues have different androgen receptor structures. SARMs fit muscle receptors perfectly, but bind weakly to organ receptors. Popular SARMs ostarine, MK2866, 10 to 25 milligrams daily, 5 to 10 pounds in 8 weeks. Ligandrol, LGD4033, 5 to 10 milligrams daily, more powerful. Testosterone, RAD140, 10 to 20 milligrams daily, supposedly rivals testosterone. S23, most suppressive, almost identical to steroids. The lies about SARMs. Here's what companies won't tell you. SARMs absolutely suppress natural testosterone production. Not as severely as steroids, but enough that most users need post-cycle therapy. Studies show ostarine at just 3 milligrams daily suppressed testosterone by 23% in 3 weeks. At typical doses of 25 milligrams, suppression reaches 50 to 70%. Your body still detects artificial androgens and shuts down natural production. The selective part is overblown. RAD140 still affects your prostate. S23 suppresses sperm production so effectively it's being studied as male birth control. Liver toxicity. Ostarine and other SARMs have caused elevated liver enzymes and acute liver injury in documented cases. The FDA has issued warnings. Cardiovascular effects. SARMs negatively impact cholesterol, lowering HDL and raising LDL. Long-term consequences are unknown because these drugs haven't been studied for decades like steroids. Real gains comparison. Steroids, 20 to 40 pounds in 12 to 16 weeks. Strength increases of 30 to 50%. Dramatic transformation visible in 6 to 8 weeks. Water retention creates size and bloating. SARMs, 5 to 12 pounds in 8 to 12 weeks. Strength increases of 10 to 20%. More subtle, enhanced natural appearance. Less water retention, drier look. Steroids flood your system with 5 to 10 times natural testosterone levels. SARMs provide maybe 20 to 50% of steroid effectiveness. For context, natural lifters gain 10 to 15 pounds muscle in year 1, 5 to 8 pounds in year 2, then 2 to 4 pounds yearly after. SARMs compress year 2 gains into 8 weeks. Steroids compress 3 years into 12 weeks. Side effects. Full truth. Steroid side effects. Testicular atrophy, guaranteed. Severe cystic acne. Male pattern baldness acceleration. Gynecomastia, breast tissue growth. Prostate enlargement. Heart muscle thickening. liver strain with oral steroids, mood changes, aggression, depression, high blood pressure, negative cholesterol, permanent testosterone suppression long-term, SARM side effects, testosterone suppression, 50 to 70%, testicular shrinkage, less severe, liver toxicity, documented acute injury cases, vision problems with S4, yellow tint, headaches and nausea, joint pain, negative cholesterol changes, unknown long-term effects, potential fertility issues. Key difference: steroid side effects are documented over 70 years. SARM side effects are emerging because these drugs have only been abused for 10 to 15 years. You're a guinea pig. The legal reality. Steroids are Schedule III controlled substances in the U.S. Possession without prescription is illegal, but enforcement is minimal unless you're distributing. SARMs exist in legal gray area, not FDA approved for human consumption, sold as research chemicals with labels saying not for human consumption. Reality: thousands of websites openly sell SARMs. Third-party testing shows 50% of SARM products don't contain what the label claims. You might be taking Dianabol thinking it's Ostarine. Athletes are banned from both. Every major sports organization treats SARMs identically to anabolic steroids. Post-cycle therapy. Both need it. Your body produces roughly 5 to 7 milligrams of testosterone daily. When you introduce external androgens, your hypothalamus detects high levels and shuts down natural production. Coming off without PCT means crashed testosterone, possibly near zero. Elevated estrogen, loss of gains. Depression, no libido. Potential permanent suppression. Standard PCT, Nolvadex, 40 milligrams daily for 2 weeks, then 20 milligrams for 2 weeks. Clomid, 50 milligrams daily for 4 weeks. Blood work to verify recovery. Companies claiming no PCT needed for SARMs are lying to make sales. Cost comparison. Steroids, 12-week testosterone cycle, $150 to $300. Ancillaries and PCT, $100 to $200. Blood work, $200 to $400. Total, $500 to $1,000. SARMs 8-week cycle, $150 to $350. PCT, $80 to $150. Blood work, $200 to $400. And total, $400 to $800. SARMs aren't dramatically cheaper, and you're getting 20 to 30% of steroid results. Cost-benefit actually favors steroids if you're already accepting the risks. Who uses what? Steroid users, competitive bodybuilders, strength athletes, serious enthusiasts accepting risks, people who've researched proper protocols, SARM users, people scared of injections, first-time PED users testing waters, athletes wrongly thinking SARMs are undetectable, people believing safe alternative marketing, younger users who can't access steroids. The uncomfortable truth. Neither SARMs nor steroids are safe. Both suppress natural hormone production. Both carry health risks. Both require blood work monitoring and post-cycle therapy. The difference is steroids are honest about what they are. SARMs are marketed as safe alternatives when they're really slightly less dangerous but still risky untested research chemicals. If you're considering either, understand what you're doing. Trading long-term health for short-term gains. Muscle built artificially requires continuous use to maintain. Natural testosterone production may never fully recover with repeated cycles. The fitness industry's dirty secret. Nearly every impressive physique online is enhanced. Natural limits are real and frustrating. But enhanced athletes are playing Russian roulette with cardiovascular health, endocrine function, and psychological well-being. SARMs aren't safer steroids. They're weaker, less studied steroids with unknown long-term consequences sold through legal loopholes by companies that don't care if you get liver damage.